Now, remember when I told you should never hunt serialized cards in any game? Because I've come to the conclusion that serialized cards, they choose you, not the other way around. Unless you just choose to, you know, cheat your way through and just buy it. Which still counts because, you know, getting serialized cards is supposed to be unobtainable. Either you pay a lot of money or you get chosen to pull it. Now, in the past, the only serialized cards I've ever really hunted came from Weiss Schwarz, which you guys are new to this, you've never seen Weiss Schwarz. These are actually anime cards. They basically carry a bunch of different IPs. From in this situation, we got Overlord. They have Attack on Titan. They have quintessential quintuplets. They have 86 fantastic series. You know, basically, any anime out there that doesn't have its own TCG probably has a set in Weiss Schwarz. And what Weiss Schwarz started doing recently, and by recently I mean like the last like 2 or so years, they started doing serialized cards where it's just the art of the character, and then it's hand signed by the original voice actor or voice actress in Japan. And these cards fetch anywhere between like a couple grand to $20,000-$30,000 depending on who signed it. I believe they're gonna be doing a Rascal Does Not Dream soon, and a signed Mai is probably gonna be like $40,000. It's gonna be high. That said, they dropped an Albedo a couple of months ago, and as of right now, like none have been pulled. It's one of those things where this set you only really gain if you pull the card. And with how hard it is to pull, and with how hard serialized cards in general are, it's not something you should hunt. I think there's only like 20. It's like 1 of 20 or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hop in. The only reason why I even bought these to begin with is because I thought about doing this a couple of months ago. And then unironically, Alex, who can't catch the lovebirds, messaged me and it was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going Albedo, serialized Albedo hunting. And I was like, you know what? That's a good idea. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna do it as well. But I'm only gonna do these 7 boxes and then I'm calling it. So this is a small set, so there's only like 7 cards or 5 cards or something like this per pack. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in and see what we got and potentially pull a, oh no, it's only 4 cards per pack. What's nice about this is all the art in these is insane. Now, one thing I don't like about Weiss Schwarz and opening Weiss Schwarz packs, as much as I love this set, once the hit has been pulled, the boxes are dead. And this is like one of those things that I always talked about is a problem with any TCG, honestly. But Weiss Schwarz is notorious, where once you got the hit in the case, the rest of the boxes are dead. And what ends up happening more often is people just sell those boxes online. So this could be a dead case. I will never know. It really just comes down to whether or not, we got Shaltier over here, whether or not I got lucky enough to find a seller that didn't do that, which I don't think the seller did. They had a lot of boxes, which leads me to believe that they just had a bunch of cases sitting there. And not many people are buying Weiss Schwarz boxes like that. The one downside with Weiss Schwarz is if it's not your favorite series, you're probably not gonna, you know, pick up the set. But I'm hearing it's a good game. You know, look at, we got Albedo over here. What I like about this set specifically, Shaltier, is how good the art is on every single one of these. Normally, what Weiss Schwarz tends to do is they usually just will screenshot, you know, parts of the anime, and that's like the normal rare cards look like. But this set from the movie, I believe, this is Sacred Kingdom. Every one of these cards look like this. These look amazing. This is probably some of the best Overlord card art I've seen pretty much ever. And you know, we got the Sobin Albedo in the background that I actually got lucky enough to pull for my case. Well, like 2 years ago now? Yeah, 3 years ago now. Wow, time flies. Oh, we got Albedo riding on it. If you've never seen it, she's obsessed with the main character, Ainz. The reason why is because it's an isekai, and before the character isekais into the series, he made Albedo be obsessed with him. So when he became part of that world, she was obsessed. That's why she's hype. It's not that kind of anime. It's great, actually. I highly recommend it. And speaking of which, there's Ainz right here. Look at his art. It's insane. Now, the good news is with this set, you know, you're not just looking for the serialized card. There's also SPs, and the SPs look fantastic. And maybe we can pull that worst case scenario. The new set that's coming out for Overlord, I believe in like May. Incredible art. I was in Japan when they released it, and I was like, oh my god, I want. Oh! 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 That's hype. That's hype. This is the set, by the way. This is the set. Is it? Did I buy the wrong set? No, yeah, this is the set. Yo! We got a signed Albedo. Let's go. That's sick. That's sick. That's right. I'm over here confused. I'm like, wait, I'm mixing up the sets. This is hype. Woo! This is not guaranteed per boxes, by the way. And for me to pull a signed card, I always want the Albedos. Yeah, we got an Albedo SP. Let's go. This is already worth it. Wait, this is maybe I'm thinking the wrong set. This is the set that just came out in Japan recently. I was gonna buy this raw while I was there. There's no serialized card in this, is there? I'm pretty sure I mixed up the sets. I'm almost positive I did. Right? I should look it up before I continue talking. Is this not volume 3? Or is volume 3 the one? See, I'm confused because I knew that the set that had the serialized card, but before I bought this, I messaged Alex. I'm like, yo, is this a set? He goes, yeah, buy that one. So I did. And here we are. But hey, I got the signed Albedo. Oh, so then this is the set that has the, yo, there's one really, really good Secret Rare, the SEC, Secret Rare Albedo in this set that just absolutely looks incredible. Absolutely looks incredible. Maybe we can pull that. Yeah, I don't think that there's a signed one is in here, but I'll double check here in a second just to make sure before we continue. Look at that art, bro. Bro, this art is gas. Oh, look at that, bro. You joking me? Not this side. Put that in my cool pile. They really upped their quality with this. Again, one thing I don't like about Weiss Schwarz that they tend to do is they always have anime screenshots for like the generic card, which isn't, it's not bad. You know, it's nice because it reminds you of the show. It just, I don't like that because I know that this is their potential that they normally like, you know, will do. And so either we get stuff like this, which looks incredible, or we get the stuff that's like, you know, drawn. Let's go. We're kicking it off with Albedo in the beginning. It's a good day. It's a fantastic day. But after this box, I am going to double check to make sure I'm looking at the right thing because I don't want to keep going and then give you the wrong information. All right, so I was right. This is not Sacred Kingdom, and I should have known because I'm like, Sacred Kingdom did not have art this crazy. This is actually the newest set. This is the one I was talking about that came out in Japan while I was there recently, and this is actually the biggest hit in the set. This and also the Secret Rare one. This is the best SP. The Secret Rare is like 600 bucks. This is like 300 bucks. So we didn't lose. It was a good mistake. It was a very, very honest mistake. And honestly, it's my fault. Because what happened was, now that I remember, this is exactly what happened. When I had a conversation with Alex, I clicked on the boxes, and then I was like, it's this, right? And I sent it to Alex, so he was like, yeah, yep, that's the one. That was not the one. And I should know, because I searched Sacred Kingdom Weiss Schwarz boxes. It just that this showed up next to it because that's how eBay sorts stuff. But again, I don't mind because we got an SP, so it's not the worst. Not the worst case scenario. But this is what I'm trying to pull in English. When we get this in English, we're definitely going to hunt for this exact Albedo as well as the Secret Rare one. The Secret Rare one, the art, I'm telling you, is just absolutely one of the most immaculate arts I've ever seen for Weiss Schwarz. So we'll come back with that when that happens. But for now, it's not the worst mistake. But I am going to order more boxes for Sacred Kingdom, so we have a chance of, you know, going after the serial. Ooh, we got an overframe. Or triple rare is what I call it, right? Or yeah, it's an overframe, OLR, whatever. Overlord rare, I don't know. They always change their rarities based off of what the series is. In this case, it will be Overlord rare. All right. What's that ass funny is this exact Albedo I was looking at in Japan while I was leaving the last time I was there, and I was like, do I buy this right now? We got another Overlord rare back to back, same box. You can get two OLRs in one like box. That's odd. I was looking at this exact one, that and the Secret Rare one, and I was like, I'm gonna pick that up in English. This is hype. Look at that art. Look at that art. And then we got eins for our regular art in the back. And yeah. So the set that I was trying to buy, like I said, it's got SPs in there. It's got some good SPs as well. Oh, we got a Shout here. Again, absolutely immaculate art. Look how warped these are too. Normally Weiss Schwarz cards aren't this warped, but like the quality in these is actually really, really nice. And warping doesn't really do anything, by the way. Sometimes people will be like, oh, my card is damaged. It's not. The only way a card is damaged is if it actually has like creases and bends. Warping is natural. It happens with you know, foil that's underneath the card or part of the card, inside the card. And it naturally makes a curve, but like once you like, you know, put it in like, you know, let's say a binder copy inside like a top loader or something, or in my case, get it graded, it flattens out and kind of like fixes it. It's not a big deal. It's not damage. It's all that matters at the end of the day. And we got another Eins. They have this exact Eins in signed. Because I remember seeing that. So similar to how we saw a non-signed version of that Albedo, we have also that same for Eins. All right, let's keep it going. Can we get Shaltier again? Can we get the Secret Rare one though? Yo, imagine we pull the Secret Rare and the SP. That'd be nuts. Secret Rares are usually like 1 per case. And there's usually like 2. Make sure there's not. I was like, this looks so sick. I was like, where's the signature? Let me make sure there's no signature on there. Secret Rares are usually like 1 per case, and then the chances of being the one you're looking for is usually like 2, maybe 3 sometimes 4. It's like, I might as well just buy the card at that point. But does it feel good when you pull it? I mean, like I said, I did pull that Albedo that I showed you in the back, and on my journey to hunt it down, I did get a black label eventually. So I have a black label, I have a BGS 10, and then I got this PSA 10, and that PSA 10 actually got signed by the English VA, because I thought it was pretty sick to have, you know, a signed Weiss Schwarz card. This is signed by the, I believe the publisher, Sobin. And then, of course, we got Elizabeth Maxwell as well, who voiced Albedo on the English side. I'll put this over here and also don't cut myself out. So yeah, I like English VAs. I know a lot of people prioritize, you know, the original ones in Japan, but honestly, we can't sleep on our own, bro. English VAs be absolutely cooking. And people like Elizabeth Mac. Oh my God! You cannot make this up. Bro, Alex, are you watching this, bro? Alex, you believe in fate, bro? Because what do you mean we pulled the Albedo and then we got the Sobin Shaltier as well? Alex, are you watching it? Alex is gonna be sick. If this is the first time you ever seen Weiss Schwarz being opened, it's not easy to pull signed cards at all. I've opened countless boxes in the past and gotten nothing. It is not easy. That said, these last 2 boxes are going to be some buns because you don't pull 2 banger SPs like that and then keep it going, right? This is a regular SP? Yeah, it's a regular SP. You don't pull 2 SPs like that. I know Alex, if he comments this video, Alex is going to text me and just be sick. Like, bro. In fact, I'm probably not even going to tell him. I'm going to upload this video the next day. I'm recording this on Saturday. I'm going to upload this video on Sunday and just text him the link. Like, yo, just watch this for a second. Appreciate it. You made a small mistake happen. See, this is why I believe in coincidences sometimes. Stuff is meant to happen. I was meant to buy the wrong boxes so I get these stacked boxes. I imagine we ended with the Secret Rare Albedo as well. When I tell you that card looks absolutely immaculate. If I remember to edit in the video, I'm gonna put it in the video. Or better yet, I'm gonna just pull it right now. I did not pull it right now, but look at that art. Albedo is one of the coolest characters, by the way. He is one of the coolest characters. The whole concept with Overlord, in case you haven't seen it, it's an MMO that's shutting down, and the main character spent a lot of hours and maxed out his character, and he wanted to spend the last couple hours with the game as it shut down. But as it shut down, he wakes up and he's like, I'm still here. I thought the server shut down. And then he found himself in the world now, and he's, you know, he's with the Guardians, who are amongst some of the strongest characters in the game, and that's his army basically. So he's like, basically living in the world of the game that he played and maxed out. He's just as powerful too. It's crazy. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Dude, look at these arts. What are we talking about? This might be some of Weiss Schwarz's best art ever. Like, holy, yo, sure, like, who drew all this? I'm gonna need all the artist credits, man. This is nuts, bro. Like, look at this. It's supposed to be like a beach episode. That's Shaltier, or that's Eins, by the way, the main character. He's incredibly powerful. Like I said, the story with him and Albedo is he was like reading the notes of the game, and they were like, Albedo, she's a bitch. Let's edit that. Obsessed with Eins. Great show. Fantastic character, by the way. And then Shaltier, she's a vampire. A lot of people are either on Team Shaltier or they're on Team Albedo. If you have watched Overlord, let me know in the comments which one you're on. Okay, that's again making sure that this is just a regular OLR and this. Put this Albedo right there because I like that art a lot. All right, open these last two boxes. Like I said, we're not pulling anything else because I'm almost positive these two hits are the two hits for the case. Unless there's one more secret rare just hanging out. Normally with Weiss Schwarz, the boxes, there's a lot of boxes in the case, so the chance of you getting the boxes that have the SP is very low as well. Like, I've had cases before that are like 24 boxes inside a case. And the chance of you buying just the 3 or 4, in my case 7, and then being the right boxes is nuts. All right, finish it off with something strong. We got, I think that's Nabarel, right? I like her too, she's pretty dope. All the Guardians are like really, really powerful. I believe there's like 4 or 5 seasons and then like a movie or something like that. Nabarel again. Yeah, she's pretty dope. I do like her. If I have to choose, it's definitely Albedo, then Nabarel, and then I would say Shaltier. Shaltier's kind of crazy to me. She's a bit insane. It's funny me saying that, being a Albedo fan, and she's kind of batshit insane too. But everyone loves a little bit insane in their life. You know, it's normal. All right, let's see what we got. We got, I believe that's not Nabarel, right? No, it's not. It's one of the, oh, I'm dropping my bulk. It's one of the maids, I think, butlers or whatever. Servants. Got Momonga, aka Ainz. We got, I can't tell what that is, just amazing art. Is that, that's not Demiurge, is it? No, it's from the movie. I have not watched the movie. I'm not even gonna pretend to be a fraud here. All right, my nose is running. I'll just kick it in. All right, we got the gang again, more of the gang, and then Albedo once again. This art is just crazy, man. Hang on right there. Our last box. Like I said, we're not pulling anything else. Imagine I got like a weird error box where they included an extra serialized card that they just put in this set for some reason. That will be unbelievable at that point. Then it's like, all right, who rigged my boxes in my favor? Do it again. All right, here we go. I'm not mad. This is great. This is fantastic. It's a very, very good day. All right, let's finish it off strong with the twins, and then we got Ainz again. It's Aura and what was the other elf's name? Aura and I always forget one of them. I remember Aura because their name's Aura. Albedo. And then we got a overframe. Or I guess OLR still. I guess they're all OLR in the last slot. But still insane art. Like I said, when this comes out in English, woo, we going in. We need that secret rare Albedo. I hate that I'm a fan of Weiss Schwarz because like the cards are so expensive, the cases are expensive, and if you don't hit, it's like, damn, they go my money. So it's like, do I just want to spend the money on the card itself? Sure. Oh wait, it's not on sale anymore. So that's the trials and tribulations you go through. Grow to. I can't speak. Go through if you're a fan of Weiss Schwarz. Even with that Albedo in the back, hold on, let me show you. We got, ooh, that Ainz is crazy too. This Albedo, again, to bring it back here. I have not seen this card go on sale because the first time I got it, mine was a 9.5. It had like one imperfection on it, which gave it a 9.5. This is the same one. This is in PSA 10 quality. But I wanted a BGS 10, and it took me like 6 months before I saw one even go on sale. It's nuts because everybody had the cases, but no one opened it because no one to open it and then get bulk, basically. That's the one thing. It's like the chances of pulling a good card out of Weiss is so low, and then the card you're seeking doesn't exist. It's like, how do I get the card that I want? Right, as a fan of 86, it was so hard to get that Vladilena Malize card from Dengeki. Luckily, CT had my back and bought the card for like $400 when it came out. Sniped it off a TCG player, sent it in for me, and it's a BGS 10. But since then, I have never seen that card go on sale. Barely even see the boxes. All right, we're gonna finish it up with the last 2 packs. Let's see what we got. It was always in the last pack too. Let's see if we got this like weird. That art is sick too. I already have one of these. I remember I pulled this when it came out. Let's see if we got some weird mapping here. Will the last card be an SP again, or potentially the secret rare? Drum rolls. See what we got. We did not. We did not. But yo, I can't complain. I cannot complain. This art, by the way, I'm like more obsessed with this art. This art is crazy. perfectly captures Albedo as a character. But the fact that we got a Sobin, Shoutier, SP, and then also an SP Albedo is crazy. Yeah, Alex is gonna be sick. Alex, thank you so much. With that said, I'm gonna pick up some boxes now for Sacred Kingdom. Yes, this is the Original Series Edition. Premium Booster Overlord Original Series. Which I assume Original Series means because it's all like original art. We want Sacred Kingdom. That's the one that has the serialized card. And we're gonna do one more opening at some point in the near future. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Alex. I'll see you guys in the comment section below.